So this is Mexico City. It is home to 22 million people and counting. 50% of its population is under age 26, so as you can imagine, it's an incredibly young city. 50% of our economy comes from the informal economy, so it's also a city that is inventing itself and is inventing jobs as well. Socially, interestingly enough, it has become one of the most progressive places in Latin America. We passed gay rights before New York did, which we're very proud of. We have a limited form of euthanasia, and that is actually thinking of being expanded. We have abortion laws in place since about 6 years back. So basically, it's becoming a very interesting place to work in. And we also think that it's especially interesting in this conversation that we've been having this day because we have this idea that Mexico City is a very interesting bridge between the developing world and the first world. Why? We have every problem and every challenge that befits a city of the size and also from a developing world. But we're also the 8th largest economy in the world as well. So what we have done, and Clora and I are one of these first experiments of the new mayor of Mexico City, is we are now heading a project called Laboratory for the City that depends on the mayor's office. And basically we will be dealing with civic innovation and urban creativity that Clora will be telling you about. But one of our first things that has been very interesting is starting to change the language of politics in Mexico City. Like in these 2 months that we've been working, just seeing, for example, our mayor, when he announced the project, talk about the importance of human imagination in front of all the heads of city, and why we needed to be a city not only that housed the human body, but the human imagination as well, and that had also to pertain to the government, was our first tiny little conquest.
Okay, so is within this context that Laboratorio para la Ciudad, Mexico City's new think tank, creative think tank that will approach civic innovation as well as urban creativity is being born. Laboratorio is a new collaborative bridge between all city departments and civil society. It will push forth necessary conversations and projects, especially those related to civic and government innovation, including open data, obviously e-government, transparency, and the use of different platforms and technology to engage civil society. Laboratorio identifies good ideas from within and without government and will create pilot programs that mitigate risks involved. Also, in terms of urban creativity, we would like to approach the city as a playground. So in these terms, Laboratorio will not only create conferences, workshops, editorial and cultural projects, but also urban experiences that will aim injecting good ideas into the city system. We're challenging the most creative minds to help us define and approach day-by-day problems and prototype their possible solutions. And we're also partnering with the universities and creative industries to work together in generating new spaces for collaboration and knowledge sharing. We will be addressing this, we have some outcomes that we're going to look after, make real changes in government policies and rules, and also to pursue proactive engagement of citizens and community groups that will help governments work. So, as Gabriella was saying, we just been born 2 months ago, and we're taking few but certain steps to start a new dialogue between the most important issues and the way we should be addressing it. Hope in a few months ahead, we could share a bunch of new strategies as well as implemented projects that could set an example of how initiatives that promote civic engagement and creativity can increase the quality of life of the inhabitants of a megalopolis such as Mexico City is. So we would like to think of Mexico City as a possible city, right? Although we have 22 million people to work with, we would love to hear your ideas and use your creativity. So please feel free to join us in this experiment. Thank you.